Week 1 is right around the corner, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Falcons fans, the wait is finally over. This Sunday, our boys take the field at Mercedes-Benz Stadium to kick off the season, and there are some big storylines to watch. Two of our newest members, quarterback Kirk Cousins and offensive coordinator Zach Robinson, will each experience major debuts, and their success will be key to how we start the season. Let's talk about Kirk Cousins first. We all know the journey he's been on. Last season, he was on a roll for the Minnesota Vikings when disaster struck. A torn Achilles tendon in Week 8 ended his season. This Sunday, he'll be on the field for the first time since that injury, and you know he's eager to take his first hit and get back in action. In his own words, Cousins said, "In a sick way, you want to get hit. I'll probably tell the first guy that hits me, thank you, within reason." That's the competitor in him. After months of recovery, he's ready to get a taste of the battle again, feel the adrenaline rush, and prove that he's back to full strength. For us Falcons fans, it's going to be a great moment to see him lead our offense on the field. Now, let's shift to Zach Robinson, our new offensive coordinator. This will be his first game calling plays for the Falcons. Robinson came over from the Los Angeles Rams in January, and while he's no stranger to NFL coaching, this will be his debut as a full-time play caller. He's been grinding it out all offseason, working with Cousins and the rest of the offense, but as he said, he hasn't really let the enormity of the moment sink in. He's been too busy preparing to dominate the Steelers on Sunday. Robinson said, "You're so involved in every day and every minute of the day with your process that you don't even allow your mind to go to that situation. But you know what? He's ready." He tested the waters during the preseason, and while it was a totally different vibe from most of the reserves on the field, it gave him a sense of being in the booth, where he'll call the shots during the regular season. That's right, Robinson will be in the booth, not on the sideline. It's a new perspective for him, but he's ready to handle it, and Cousins has already praised his calm, steady demeanor. "His calmness will always stand out to me," Cousins said. "I think it's a good balance for me to have someone who's pretty steady and doesn't ride a roller coaster." With Robinson's calm approach and Cousins' veteran leadership, our offense should be prepared to handle the noise and pressure of game day. Of course, Robinson had nothing but high praise for Cousins as well, saying, "Very confident in Cousins. I wouldn't want anybody else leading our team." That's what you love to hear, the two guys trusting each other and working together to get the job done. But let's not forget, this isn't just about their individual debuts. This is the Falcons' first game of the season, a new season and a new era for this franchise. Cousins and Robinson are just part of the story. The entire team is stepping into something new, and we're about to see how it all comes together. Cousins said it best, "We're going to be in some battles this year, together, all of us. We haven't been in them yet, so there's that newness where you say, hey, we know it's coming, but it hasn't happened yet. We've got to be ready for when it does. Stick together, trust each other, and make sure we get better for it." So what do you think, Falcons fans? Are you guys excited to see Cousins take his first snap since the injury? Do you think Robinson will shine in his debut as our play caller? Now let's talk about Zach Harrison, our defensive lineman who literally ate his way into a new position. Yep, you heard right. He bulked up this offseason, adding nearly 20 pounds, and it's all part of a strategy to make him even more dangerous on the field. So what's the story? When Zach returned to Columbus, Ohio, this summer to train, he took his eating game to the next level. We're talking lots of Chipotle, Greek-style gyros, double meat, tzatziki sauce, the works. He didn't have a set meal plan, but whenever he felt hungry, Zach ate enough to gain some serious weight, reaching 289 pounds by the time he returned to training camp. His teammate Lorenzo Carter joked he ate his way to a defensive end. But the truth is, this was all part of a bigger plan. New defensive line coach Jay Rodgers had a vision for Zach. Rodgers saw a 6'6" guy with height, length, athleticism, and a ton of potential. He believed that by adding weight, Zach could transform into an even more versatile player, capable of playing both inside and outside on the line. And Zach was all in, telling Rodgers, "Whatever helps the team win, I'm down to do." Now, here's the cool part. This wasn't just a decision made by Rodgers. The Falcons front office, including assistant GM Kyle Smith, was all for it. They knew Zach had the frame to carry the extra weight, and conversations about his offseason routine always circled around going heavier, not lighter. And boy, did Zach deliver. He worked out twice a day, but it was all about balance. His nutritionist, Stephen Benjamin, made sure he stayed in top shape while bulking up. Of course, it wasn't just about eating and working out. Zach had to maintain his movement skills, so he spent a lot of time running to keep himself agile, even as he got bigger. And according to linebacker Arnold Ebiketie, the results are obvious. Zach is looking way bigger than last year. Zach Harrison has always been a big dude, but now he's even bigger and playing a different role. Last year, he was mostly an edge player, but in Jimmy Lake's new 3-4 defense, he's being moved inside, where his added bulk will really come in handy. This is a shift from the Falcons' 4-3 base defense last year, where Zach's role was different. But now, with guys like Ebiketie, Carter, and James Smith-Williams holding down the edge, and after our trade for Matt Judon, Zach's new weight class fits perfectly in his interior role. Assistant GM Kyle Smith said it best: it's all about finding a home for the player. And Zach's home is wherever he can help the team win, inside or outside. This adaptability is something the Falcons value deeply, and Zach's transformation is a testament to that. He's become the symbol of versatility on this defensive line. Defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake is working closely with Zach to fine-tune his technique, making sure he's ready to play at the highest level in both positions. Of course, moving inside comes with its own set of challenges. Zach's now up against 300-pound offensive linemen, and sometimes 2 at a time. That's why the extra weight is so crucial. Defensive line coach Jay Rogers pointed out that when you're playing the 3-technique spot, you might face a 700-pound double team. If you don't have the mass to hold your ground, you better have flawless technique. But Zach feels ready. He's confident that his added weight is going to help him take on these challenges, and he's already seeing the benefits. While it's new for him to play this position, he's embracing the change, saying that versatility is key to helping the team win. Wherever they put him, he's going to give it his all. He missed the last game with a knee injury, but this late-season surge hasn't gone unnoticed by the coaching staff. They're excited about what Zach can bring to the table this year, especially with his new role and added weight. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Can Zach Harrison become a dominant force on our defensive line this year? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future updates. Go Falcons!